Hello students, in this lecture we are going to start new chapter in optimization technique, which is network models. Now what is network technique? A network, also called network diagram or network technique, is a symbolic representation of essential characteristics of project. So in network technique we will see CPM and PERT are two most widely applied techniques. So CPM is critical path method and PERT is program evaluation and review technique. These are two most widely applied technique to construct network. Now we will see next topic, which is network or arrow diagram. Now let's see the definition of activities, events, path, network. Now first, what is meant by activity? It is physically identifiable part of project which requires time and resources for its execution. An activity is represented by an arrow, so the tail of which represents start and head finish of activity. So in this diagram, in this arrow, so this is an head and this is an tail. So here it starts activity here and it ends the activity for here. So here, so the length, shape and direction of arrow has no relation to size of an activity. Now what is meant by event? So the beginning and end point of activity are called events. So in this activity, so in arrow, so this is I and this is J. So in circle events, so this is an start event and this is an end event and this is an activity. Okay, so this is activity. So this is start and this is end point of an activity. So this is event I and this is event J. So here the numbers I and J. So J number is greater than I. So here the beginning and end point of the activity are called events, or which is also called as nodes. It is represented by a circle. So it is represented by a circle. So the head event called jth event. So this is a head event, and jth event has always number greater than tail event. Okay. So here J is greater than I. Now next we will see the path. So what is meant by path? An unbroken chain of activity arrows connecting the initial event to some other event is called. Now next is network. What is meant by network? It is graphical representation of logically and sequentially connected arrows and nodes representing activities and event of the project. Now network are also called arrow diagrams. Now we will construct networks. So it has some rules. Now let's see how to construct network. Firstly, the project is split into activities, starts and finish events of projects are then decided. After deciding these precedence order, the activities are put in logical sequence by using graphical notation. While constructing network, in order to ensure that activities fall in logical sequence, following question may be arises. Now to check the questions, what activity must be completed before particular activity starts? Second, to check the question, what activity follows the given activities? Next, what activities must be performed with this activity? Now the activities which must be completed before particular activity starts are called predecessors. What is meant by predecessors? Predecessor activity is activity which must be completed before particular activity starts are called predecessors activity, and those which must follow particular activity are called successor, and those which must follow are called successor activity. Now remember these definitions for what is meant by predecessor activity and successor activity. While drawing network, following questions are kept in mind. Now for drawing network, you must have this condition. First, each activity is represented by one and only one arrow, but in some situation where an activity is further subdivided into segment, so each segment will be represented by separate arrow. Second one, time flows from left to right, so arrows pointing in opposite direction are to be avoided. Means if we have activity, so start point here, so we must write this arrow in this direction, so don't show the arrow opposite direction. Okay, next, third one, arrow should be kept straight and not curved, so we not bend the arrow, so arrow should be like this in straight lines. Second one, next is angle between the arrows should be as large as possible. Means after using one event, suppose we have two activities, then so angle between these two activity as possible as large. Okay, fifth one is each activity must have a tail and head event. No two or more activity may have same tail and same head events. Now suppose, so this is suppose we have first event I and this is jth event. Okay, so no two events having same head and same tail, that is here if we plot this events, so here this is there is no angle between these two lines, because if we take events, so there is an angle between any two activities, right? So if we draw straight lines, so angle between these two lines will be 0, so we cannot plot or we cannot make any activity whose end points and tail point will be same. So each activity must have a tail and a head event, and no two or more activity may have same tail and same head events. Now sixth number is an event is not complete until all the activities flowing into it are completed. Means what? If all activities completed, then our graph will be complete. Now if an event is not complete until all the activity flowing into it is not are completed. Next is no subsequent activity can begin until its tail event is completed. Next is in a network diagram there should be one initial event and only one end event. So remember this condition, there should be one initial and only one end event. Next, 9, arrows should not cross each other. Where crossing cannot be avoided, so bridging should be done as shown in below. So you can bridge, suppose this is our first activity and this is second activity, so we can bridge here like this, and also we can bridge again like this. So this is first activity and this is we make second activity, so we can bridge like this or bridge like this. So this is called pipeline crossover, and this is called broken arrows crossover. Now what is meant by dummy activity? Next we will see dummy activity. An activity which only determines dependency of one activity on the other but does not consumes any time is called dummy activity. So it doesn't consumes any time, so it doesn't have a value. So dummies are represented by dotted lines or dotted line arrows. So this is an activity, but this dotted line called as a dummy activity. Okay, so dummies are represented by dotted line arrows. So here A precedes B, A, C precedes D. Means what? A goes to B, A goes to D, and C goes to D. So here A goes to B means what? So this is first activity. So this is start point and this is end point. So this is activity A. Now A goes to B. So this A goes to B. Now again second we have given condition A also goes to D. Now so here first we will write its activity. Now what are the activity we have given? we have given activities are here. So total there are A, B, C and D. So A, B, C, D are 4 activities. And now we will find out its predecessors. So its predecessors are, now value of B, before B is A, so we can write it is A. This is before exactly A. Now before D, value of D before D is A and C. So there is no value before A, so we put here dash and we put here dash. Therefore we get here two initial points. So here which is A and C. So this is A and this is an activity C. Okay. Now A goes to B, A goes to B. Okay. Now A goes to D, but here what we have, C goes to, so here A goes to D and C goes to D. So C goes to D, and so there is no we want to make this relation. So A goes to D, but there is some space, so we make here is dummy line. So A goes to D, so dummy value will be 0. Okay, so this is the dummy activity. So this dotted line is dummy activity. So A goes to B and C goes to D. Now we want to make A goes to D. So here A goes to D. So there is space. So we make here is a dotted line. So this is called a dotted dummy activity. Now next is looping and dangling. So what is meant by looping and dangling? Looping and dangling falls in network. So looping. So what is meant by looping? Looping is a case of endless loop. In nature, known as looping, it is due to precedence relationship. Every activity in looping is a predecessor of itself. Now for example, here we have given A goes to B, B goes to C, C goes to E, and also A goes to D. So that type of network is called as looping. Now what is dangling? So here, so there is loop for that, right? So here is this is closed loop. Okay, this is called looping. Now if there is no closed loop, then that type of diagram called dangling. So a case of disconnected activity before completion of all the activities, which is known as dangling. So here 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 3, 3 goes to 4, and here 2 goes to 5. So there is no closed loop. That's why we call it as dangling. Now how to number to the events? Now let's see how to numbering the events. Numbering to the events. So the initial event which has all outgoing arrows with no incoming arrows is numbered first, right? What is the condition? The initial event which has all outgoing arrows with no incoming arrows is numbered 1. For example, so here there is, for this event there is no incoming arrow, so this is numbered as a 1. So there is no incoming arrow, so we draw arrow from that line. So this is number 1. Second one, delete all arrows coming out from node 1. This will convert some more nodes at least 1 into initial events. Number these events 2, 3 and so on. What we have given? Delete all arrows coming out from node 1. So here delete this arrow and again check for second one. So here there is no, so deleting this arrow, and next check which one has no incoming arrow. So second activity, so call this as second activity. Next, third, delete all the arrows going out from these numbered events to create more initial events. Assign the next number to these events and continue until the final or terminal node which has all arrows coming in with no arrow going out is numbered. So this is the numbering to the events. Now we will see the examples how to make the network diagram. Let's see the example. An assembly is to be made from two parts X and both parts must be turned Y. So we have given an assembly is to be made from two parts X and both parts must be turned Y. Y must be published whereas X need not publish. The segment of activity together with predecessors is given below. Draw network diagram for activities from the project. Now we have given these are the activity and these are predecessors activity. Okay. So activity first A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So write down this in given order and write down its predecessor activity. Okay. So here we will write first predecessor activity and then activity. Let's see the solution. First write down this predecessor activity and then in front of that we will write its activity. Now let's see. So this is successor. This is called as an activity. This is successor or called activity and this is predecessors. Okay, so what we have given, so write down in your order. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and we have given these are predecessor. So before value of A, so there is dash, means what? A is the first event. Okay, so here we make the chain first. So here A is the initial point, right? So A goes to B. So A goes to B. Next, make the link. So A goes to B. Next, let's see where is B. Now B goes to D. So A goes to B. A goes to B. B goes to D. A goes to B. B goes to D. Next, let's see D. Now D goes to G. D goes to G. Right? D goes to G. Next, G goes to H. G goes to H. Okay. So G goes to H. H is the last point. So okay, we stop here. Next, again remaining linking. So here we have seen A goes to B, B goes to D. Now next A goes to again C. Now A goes to C, C is the other. So A goes to C. Next make an linking. A goes to C, C goes to E. C goes to what? E here. And E goes to F. So here E goes to F. E goes to F and F goes to G. So E goes to F, F goes to G and G goes to H is the final, right? Next, what it remains? Let's see what it remains. A goes to B is done. A goes to C, A goes to B, A goes to C is done. B goes to D is done. BC, so B goes to E. So B goes to, but here B and this event has distance greater than 0, right? So we make an dummy. So this is dummy activity. It's called this as dummy D1. So here B goes to E is the dummy activity. Next is E goes to F. E goes to F. Next D goes to G and F goes to G. So D goes to G and F goes to G. And last G goes to H. So this is the rough diagram, right? So this is the rough diagram. Now make from this diagram we will make its final diagram. So it should be suitable that there is no to ensure that we want to remove if it is possible to remove dummy activity and rearrange this diagram as follows. So here first A goes to B, A goes to B. Next B goes to D, D goes to G, G goes to H. And here I can write here A goes to C, A goes to C. Next C goes to E, E goes to F. And here as it is forward G goes to H. Okay, and here is dummy distance. So this is B goes to E, which is dummy activity, called this as D1, where D1 is dummy activity. So this is the network diagram of given successor and predecessors or given data. Okay. Now let's see another question. So these are the activities up to what J. So write down on in alphabetical order. So A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, I and J up to J, and its predecessor activity. So first write down this predecessor activity first, and then successor or activity. So this is predecessor activity and this is successor activity. Okay, now we will make first rough diagram. So rough diagram. Now I will write first this predecessor and activity, how to make its rough diagram and how to make its final diagram. Now let's see. Here this is predecessor activity and this is activities, or we call this as successor. Okay, now so here in activity A, so there is dash, so there is no activity before A, therefore initial activity is A. Okay, so first is initial activity A. Now make and link. So A goes to what? B. So A goes to B. A goes to B, this first. Next check B goes to C. Next B goes to what? C. Okay, B goes to C. Next let's see C. C goes to F. C goes to what? F. Make an linkage. C goes to F. Next see where F goes. So F goes to H, because here C goes to F. Next F goes to H. F goes to H. Okay, F goes to H. Next let's see where H goes. F goes to H and H goes to I. H goes to I. Okay, so H goes to I and I goes to what? J. I goes to J. So this is the end point of an event. Now so here we have make and chain. A goes to B, next B goes to C, this is happen. C goes to F, happen. F goes to H, F goes to H, H goes to I and I goes to J. So these activities are completed. Now let's see next activity. Next is B goes to D. Now here, so where is B? So B, so B goes to what? B goes to D. B goes to D. So this is activity done. So B goes to D. So where D goes? B goes to D. Next is D goes to I. So D directly goes to I. Okay, so here B goes to D and D directly goes to I. So we have make here activity, make here an event. So D goes to I, so we will make it as an dummy event. Okay, there is break, so this is dummy event D1. D goes to I, so this is happen. D goes to I is done. Now next B goes to A. Now next again B goes to E. So B goes to what? E here. Next B goes to E. Next E goes to I. So E again goes to I. So E goes to I. So E directly goes to I. So I will take second dummy. So this is dummy D2. Next C goes to G. So here is our C. So this C goes to what? G. Now I will write this as C goes to G and G goes to H. C goes to G and G goes to H. So this is again dummy activity. So this is D3. Okay, C goes to G, C goes to G and G goes to D. This is dummy activity. So what remains? So here A goes to B, B goes to C. Next B goes to D, B goes to D, B goes to E, B goes to E, C goes to F. So C goes to F, C goes to G, C goes to G, F, G. So here F goes to H and next is G goes to H. So G goes to H, C goes to G. Okay, next is D. So D goes to I, E goes to. So where is E? So this E goes to I, and H also goes to I, and last I goes to J. Now this is a rough diagram. Okay, now we make final diagram. So let's draw final diagram. Now let's remember, we have to remove as possible to remove some dummy activities, and rearranging this diagram. Now to make final diagram, so this is first activity A. Okay, next is activity B. Next, so so this is B goes to next. If I draw like this is C here, and so this A goes to B, B goes to C. Now C goes to F. So suppose C goes to F here, and suppose C goes to F, and also C goes to G. So C goes to, I will write here G, C goes to G, and G goes to H. So here C goes to F, and F goes to H. So this is suppose H. Now here C goes to F, C goes to F, C goes to F, C goes to G, C goes to G, and G goes to H. So this is our H. So we cannot draw two activities whose start and end point is same. So we make it as a dummy activity. So this is dummy activity. Call this as D1. Okay. And next, H goes to I. So H goes to I, and I goes to J. So this is J activity. Now next, so if we draw next point, this is E. Now E goes to what? I. So here A goes to B, B goes to directly E. E goes to I. So this is our I. So here we directly make this as this is E activity. This is an event E, activity E. Next, what remains? Next is D. Next, B goes to D, and D goes to I. So B goes to D, D goes to I. So here we cannot put any two activities whose start and end point is same. So we make it as a bridge. So this is D, and it makes second dummy variable. So this is D2. So this is the final network diagram. So which is required network diagram of given data.